Okay, so we're going to hit on this really hard anger. What I mean when I say angry, I say it's all rooted in somehow occult behavior. I'm going to start with this SRA, Satanism, and anyone dabbling into Satanism. I'm going to start there. First of all, I know the man that raped me was also dabbling into some things too. And usually these are the topics that you're going to hear about astrology. You're going to also hear about some things about the secret. And we're going to discuss abortion. And we're going to hit it really hard. Why we're so angry? Because most of our childhood has been wrapped up in surviving abusers. And most of our life we've been trying to recover from trauma and sexual abuse. So when I talk about the SRAs, I'm going to touch on several topics, and I'm excluding names for their protection and safety. The abusers that raped me and children in my neighborhood were well-known pedophiles. And because there wasn't enough alerts out, we fortunately got there just in time. And this was happening in my neighborhood where I grew up in Dormont. And in Dormont, it was a relatively safe neighborhood. We went to the pool, we had fun, we hung out with kids in our neighborhood. And at that point, a lot of things started to change and things somewhat got better for a while. And then this topic came back up recently because the sex offender had died. Luckily for us, we've been able to have enough therapy and counseling to address this topic because it's not just here, but it's in communities around us. When we were in Rochester, there was a case involving bloodletting. This girl had gone missing, and of course, of the story here recently, we've been discussing about the Cherry Mahan case. And we're going to touch on the treasure, the secret, and all these other things that are going on. But at the swimming pool, we weren't bothering anybody, and I was raped by somebody at the pool at 26 years old. And I have had issues with sleep issues. I've had issues since I was in my 20s. And I also was date raped at college. So it's one of the hardest topics to tackle because I know for a fact that most of my friends who were there, who were at my dorm room, who knew the condition I was in, and I was working out with friends, I was working out, having a good time, I wasn't bothering anybody. Little did I know that he was a serial rapist in our region. And this happened in Edinburgh, and this occurred in 1989. So again, the topic comes up quite regularly. My anger is that most of us have been robbed most of our childhood and most of our adulthood, and recovery. It's a long journey for a lot of us. Um, I will take you down there. I will take you to locations. I'm going to show you guys some of the problems that we're having right now. This is going to come up too. When you have little boys who've encountered sex offenders, little girls who've encountered sex offenders, this is not going to be a topic that I'm going to touch on lightly. There are a lot of kids today that are not with us because of rape and sexual abuse. So please keep our kids in our neighborhood in your prayers. The story, of course, Super 8, we're waiting for the decisions that need to be made at the state level about how they release sex offenders out in our community. Because here it is, with an awareness project like this, it is not just here, but it's widespread. So we want people to start addressing the things that are going on, not just here, but in our neighborhood. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. There's going to be several other things that are going to come up from time to time. In fact, we're just touching the surface. Thank you for listening.